Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. Look at that full belt of slag going in. Going in and getting processed into our various materials. Looking very, very nice. We have power is in a very good shape. This one is running. This one up here is running, giving us all of our landfill and stone that we could ever want. Science is going. I think it's going. Yes, it's going. We're waiting on red. Ah, there we go. Right there. We are working on electrolysis too. We have a nice big line of coal. Now it's, we're only getting kind of a half a belt going, so it's not perfect. We're not filling it, saturating it completely, but we are getting absolutely plenty. And after the bonus episode, I went ahead and did it again. Because I didn't want... I want to go for a little while without having any coal problems. So yeah, I basically doubled what I did in the bonus episode, and we have so much coal right now. Not sure what we're going to do with it all. And I updated some of these boilers to the Mark II boilers, just to kind of check them out to see if my suspicions were correct. They burn through the coal really, really fast, but they also give us double the power. So these 8 down here are the Mark IIs, while the rest of them are the Mark Is. Now, I assume that that would mean that one water pipe could support 10 of these boilers as opposed to 20 like you normally would. And we are currently at, what are we at? We have 10 of these and 1 to 8, or 4 of these, which would be 8, right? So we have 18. So we can support basically 2 more of these off of this water pipe. I believe that's the way. I don't know that I've ever actually tested that. I'm sure it's true though. 20 boilers, 40 engines. We'll just go with that. I added this little carbon machine down there because we were starting to get we ran out of carbon to support our electronic circuit process. So I wanted to get that going. I just added a boiler and that. And basically this this factory's been running hands-free for a very long time. I say hands-free. I have to go through and fill up the chests every now and then. In some of these, like in the science, but it's a lot better than it was. I don't have to constantly unplug and plug these in and watch the coal supplies. Everything's just been going swimmingly. And we're starting to accumulate a lot of resources. You're looking good right now. Yeah, we've just got tons of stuff, which is a very, very good problem to have. We're starting to go through the science as well. We're getting a lot of stuff researched. We are looking at geode processing 2, crystal slurry. Someone had mentioned in the comments that we can actually use these geodes for producing slag a lot better than we can electrolysis. And I do want to look into that, but we're not quite there yet. But we do have a lot of these things done, and some of the recipes that we currently... Ooh, solid fuel. Take 1 charcoal and turn that into 12 megajoules. What is charcoal again? Charcoal is 4? Interesting. And what was the other thing? Some kind of thing. Where was it? I've lost it. Ah, here it is. Methane. Gas, natural gas liquids. How do we get methane? Methane, butane, benzene. It was one of the, yes, methane. Okay, from that process, natural gas liquids. How do we get that? Well, we get that from raw gas. Okay, how do we get that? Can we get that from anything else? From multi-phase oil, of course. Or from rancid puffers. Multi-phase oil, we get that from crude oil. And crude oil, yeah, Who knows where we're going to get that from? Probably not. All right, so in this episode, what I want to do is I kind of want to reorganize things a little bit. I think, I mean, I think there's a lot of more roads we need to go down, but I think now that power is somewhat situated for a little while, I'd like to take what we have here and kind of get a more permanent red and green science setup, as well as a more permanent basic circuit and electric circuit setups. So stuff that's just a little bit more automated. I think the first step I would like to do is to take this whole smelting setup and kind of tuck it out of the way, like maybe over here. And kind of open this up and kind of start to create somewhat of a main bus going down. I don't know if like a bus system is actually going to be the best way to do it. But I think at least starting out, getting a bus going down that has all of our metals as well as charcoal and possibly even carbon on it, just kind of going down and being accessible to all these guys, I think would be very, very advantageous at this point in time. I hate to plan out stuff too much because, I mean, everything can always be moved. But I think we can rework this, make it a lot nicer, make it a lot prettier, and make it a lot more over there. So let's go ahead, roll the intro, and we'll get to doing that. All right, so I think the first thing I want to do is get like a blueprint of like this right here. Okay, but I don't want to do it. I just want the tiles though. I don't want the actual entities because I was just doing this for spacing. So if we took this and we put it on its side over here, we should be able to fit that in right here. All right, and I'm going to give it just a little bit of space. And we'll do that. We'll start right there. That'll be our little starting area. Get a couple more of these, what I assume are desert gardens. I looked briefly into what we can do with these. It's all about generating seeds, and we can grow things using farming and use that to make cellulose, which can in turn be used to make coal. Not sure we're going to go down that road or not, but it is certainly a possibility. For now, we'll just stash these in here, because we will need them later. All right, so let's take... trying to see if there was a way if there's anything with this we want to change. Now would definitely be the time to do it. Let's just do it in pieces and parts. Let's take this setup right here, and we'll copy and paste that. That's been hugging the corner pretty tight. See, the thing with this is... let's go ahead and just place it down here. I believe this setup here can actually support more than one of these lines. Let's just check that real quick. I think we still have that set up here, don't we? Was that this one? Yes, we're doing 3. Okay, so if we switch that, let's say we switch that to 6. and go back into the block. One chemical plant. Okay, no, it's moving up too. All right. Maybe I was thinking about something else. It can support more machines than we have here, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that capability is. All right, let's just take a look at this here and see what we're doing. This is the pure water coming in. All right, all that I think I'm good with. The sulfuric wastewater is going to go out there. We're trying to clarify that. Mineral water, I had an idea for you, Mr. Mineral Water. We'll come back and revisit that another day. All right, I mean, I think I'm good with that. I have this sneaking suspicion that we're going to end up just completely redoing this here in not very long. Let's see, does that go like that? Boy, that doesn't seem right to me. But okay, no, it is. I was looking at those pipes down there. They weren't making sense, and they're still not making sense. What is this? What were you? Okay, that was that. Oh, okay, so there's a understood underground right here, which is why. Okay, got it. Totally understand now. All right, and I think all that is good, and I think I want to take that out, because I think what I want to do is take this and move it to the south, or move it to the west, basically. Let's see. We may end up moving this up. Let's do that. Is there any reason for this to be here? No, I don't think so. Let's go ahead and fill that in. And take this and move it. We'd probably want to move it as close to this side as possible, because I think we're going to end up with a belt of charcoal coming in here. Okay. Can we recut that? I guess we could have Control-V'd it, right? What is that? Mouse wheel? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Like that. Okay, yeah, and we had the two inserters going in and those going out. And let's move this over to the other side, because eventually that's going to be our coal in, should things go to plan. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and put all that in. And I think given that, we can use a little bit of underground belt here to tighten that up by one tile. Okay, and now we will see if what I'm thinking is actually going to work. We'll take... that. Yeah, we'll have to rework this, but yes, I think I want it. I think I want that right there for now. Okay, and let's see. Let's just take all this out. We don't need any of you guys anymore. You guys were really nice while you were there, but you can go, and then all of this. And we'll have to try to do all this from memory. Oh, and we're going to have, like, just a ton of stuff in our inventory, aren't we? Let's see. Let's put a chest there. Bricks. Copper, iron. Yeah, all resources. Some of this stuff. Ball bearings. Where do those come from? All right, I think that'll get us started. All right, because this has been run together, and it's done really, really, really well for us for a very, very long time. But it's time for it to go. And be reworked something to something a little better. Oh boy, we have even more stuff. Wow, look at all that iron we have. That is a very good problem to have. All right, and I think that gets all that cleaned up. Let's see, we also need to... You guys are part of the cleanup here. And steel furnaces, we'll have to find a place to put you, but for right now, you're not hurting anything there. Okay, we are going to need that. Okay, and you will actually come in like that. Okay, that goes back in like that. All right, let's see. I think we can take all this out, because I think we're going to have to redo the belts as well. Let's take this back 1. All right, and let's switch that over to that. And let's have all of these So you redo power poles too. And you guys spit out to there, and you come down here, and you can go underneath there. Okay, so that will be... Okay, so that will be the sapphirite coming in. Let's go ahead and round this off. And by round, I mean square O. That's fine. We'll probably be expanding down that way someday. All right, and let's get this process moving. I would like to try to get it in line. It looked like one crusher was actually working out fairly well. So yeah, you crush the sapphirite ore. Which will go into there. Which we can send into the blast furnace. Which we send into the induction furnace. All right, we're not going to have enough room. Which we can send into casting machines. Which I have 3 because that's what it said, but I think that was expecting like a full input of input coming in. So I don't know that we need that, but we can do this. So let's do that. All right, and if we set this for iron ingots, I believe we will only get the iron coming out of here. That goes across to that, which this is all molten. And we can send just some inserters out right there. And this will be our iron out belt coming that way. All right, now what I was going to try to do, and this is just temporary, mind you. Let's see, we have electronic circuits now, and I think that's all we need to make filter inserters. Yes. So let's just grab a handful of those because I think I actually want to start using some of that filter circuit or filter inserter goodness. All right, so I want a filter inserter coming out of there, but first we want filter inserters coming out of here. And you filter out, we just want the copper ore coming out here. And let's see, we wouldn't need filter for that. That would just be plain slag coming out. Crushing stone. You're not crushing stone. You are crushing... You're crushing sapphirite. All right, well, we may not even need a filter inserter there because we can put you guys right there, and you will only feed... If we make that into landfill, that's only going to do that. Okay, so you're crushing the stone from the slag, so that only pull the slag. We only need the filter inserters down here. And we can put charcoal in there and worry about doing that another time. But you will exit out. You will exit out. And there is our copper belt. All right. So we just have to worry now about Rubite and you, who will be the Bobmonium. And let's see, how will this work best? We want a crusher, and then basically that exact setup right there. Could we do that closer? We could if we did it that way. And then you guys, we need more filter inserters. Hopefully we can finagle you guys. Yes, we can. Grab from in there, put into there. Grab from in there, put into there. Did I set these as filter inserters? I did. Glad I caught that. That would have been a waste. Okay, what was I thinking here? Okay, we want to feed the crusher into there. That is going to give the crushed stone. Then we want to put a filter there to grab the crushed stone out of there. And could there be more things? Crushed stone. Out, out. All right, and this can go off to wherever. All right, and we'll actually want 2 of these. Like that. Why do I only have half of an underground? That's concerning. Those little situations, and how did it end up with half? Oh, it's the lane balancer. The lane balancer only does half. Okay, so that actually makes sense. All right, except we don't want you guys on the same. You'll be a different belt. That'll come down like that. You guys, we can join up together, though, and send you off. All right, and that'll tie into that right there. If we could make this just line up with that. Here, I am being all erratic with this stuff again. But it works. All right, and let's see. We'll grab this. That line will come down there and feed into that. Should be just wonderful. Okay, let's see. What do we end up with here? Oh, it's fine. Why is this line going that way? I have no idea, but now it's not. That will be either lead or tin, and this one will be either tin or lead, whichever one that is. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. You come on out, come on up, and get fed into there. And then we end up with a landfill machine right there that is basically processing all of our waste products. I don't even think that needs to be there. Neither does that. Look at that. Saving stuff all over the place. Okay, let's go ahead and hook this up to power just to see what we have forgotten. Okay, that gets all that powered up. These two sides aren't connected. None of this is hooked up. Okay, we never set power poles down here, so that's actually not surprising. Okay, that's all the down there hooked up. Throw some charcoal in there, some in there. And then we just lack getting you powered, and I think that is going to be a start. Almost. We need to get a clarifier. Clarifier for that, clarifier for that. No sense in wasting an underground there. And let's see, this is going to be pure water that we are going to have to bring in. And this is going to be oxygen that we need. Is there some other place we can bring you in? I bet there is. Wait a minute. Where does this pure water go? It goes over there. Okay, so we can actually bring it in from up here, which would probably make a little bit more sense. Where's our pure water maker? Right down there. All right, so if we just took you out, took you up. That would get that fed in. That gets that fed in. That gets you drained off, and that gets you drained off. And we need a little bit more coal to get this in a comfortable state. But that's okay, because we have absolute tons of it right now. Okay, we'll need to check back in about 4 episodes to see where that's at. How much coal do you have in here? I'm going to think getting about a stack going would be just fine. The smelting is actually a fairly easy and efficient process. It's this thing that just goes through the charcoal like nobody's business. All right. Yeah, and that just cleared out all this area down here that we can work with to build up our circuits and stuff like that. These are all raw materials, right? We don't have anything that we need to throw in here to get anything going. No, I think all that's in my inventory. Just for now, I'm going to set up a chest here and throw all this crushed stone in there so that that can get processed through that. What else do we have? We have some copper ore here. We can go ahead and throw in. Iron ore. Slag. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it kicked off. I think what we need to do to get kicked off is to just throw the sulfur in here. All right, and we'll see. Oh, we also need all these things as well. Those as well as those. I have extra chemical plants in my inventory. That's a little bit concerning. I wonder what I missed. Purified water. Are we not getting any of that? Oh no, this is off. That's not good. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's all kicked off now. These guys are all running, except for this one. Sure, it'll get to it eventually. Okay, there it goes. Okay, we need to set you. You are crushing rhyite. You are crushing bobmonium. I had some bobmonium in my pocket. Yes, I do. That is getting filtered out of that chest. We're getting the crushed stone out of there. All right, I'm hoping this isn't going to back up. I guess we'll see if it does. And eventually, probably with these other 2 ores, we're going to end up sorting them and doing that stuff as well. The thing is we really don't need that stuff right now. So I'm not too concerned about it. Why are you not crushing? You're crushing. Oh, I don't have this set. That would probably make the process move a little bit faster. I'd like to get that extra inserter in there, but it doesn't look like we can. Have to move you guys down and put the power pole there. There we go. Now it's keeping clear. We don't have you making. You are making molten iron. And you guys are casting iron. Boy, a lot of recipes to set there. All right, and they're all on one side of the belt. That can be remedied fairly easily, but we are getting at least some of this stuff out on a belt that we can send out to our other making areas. Let's see. Let's just get rid of this. It's like I feel like that's sticking out too far. Feel like that can be done better. A little bit tighter. All right, and that can start the resemblance of a bus that we can start building some things off of. All right, I'm pretty excited about this. Coal's still looking good? Yes, and we've got backups of all this stuff, and it is just fantastic. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. A little bit longer of an episode this time, and we really didn't accomplish anything new. But I think it's some important groundwork that we need to lay in order to get stuff more automated so we can concentrate on other things. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.